I'm Jerry Rice, Drake Gofield, and this is the Bay Area Sports Wrap.
Awesome. I don't know, man. I still really can't describe it, just how awesome it is, and coming home and seeing a little baby girl and holding her sleeping on me, and there's nothing better, man. No gift can compare. And seeing Jenna and how she's been awesome as a mom, just all of it all together, man. It's so good. So,
congratulations.
Yep. Thank you.
How cool is it for awfully young to have such an epic offseason, Brock? How are you going to top this one?
Yeah, I don't know. It's we're extremely thankful, man. Just having a baby, our family growing, to be able to knock out the contract and everything. So, man, it's been just a huge blessing all around. But I mean, nothing compares to having a baby and being married. That's first and foremost. So we're just extremely excited, and our hearts are so big right now.
Brock, how cool is it for you to? So many of you and your teammates are having kids at the same time, and that those kids are going to get to grow up with one another. How cool is that for you?
Yeah, it's awesome. I think, to be able to, hopefully we'll be together for a while and have the kids be out in the field pregame and stuff. Like, we always talk about it and joke around, but I think it could be something that could be really cool. And Christian and I have talked about it in the past, like a couple years ago even. Like, it'd be sweet to, have kids remember us playing in the NFL and go to work with Dad, and this is our work. So it's pretty cool. So hopefully we can all have our kids grow up together.
David, that advice.
Oh man, there's been so many guys in the locker room. I think Thomas Morstead's been pretty cool to ask questions with. I think he's got like 5 kids, and just his experience with playing in the NFL, but also making his family a priority, and how he's raised his kids and stuff has been pretty cool to hear about. A bunch of other guys have had kids recently in the past couple years. Fred, Jake Brendel. So it's been cool to just sort of pick everybody's brain. It's been awesome. No, it feels good. I get to, obviously there's so much stuff that has happened in my life off the field for sure, but to come in the building and keep it simple and play football, for me, I feel like it's really good for me. I come here and I get my mind back on what matters, and stepping out in the field and competing and playing the game that I love. And obviously there's a new goal with a new team and everything this year, and so there's a chip on all of our shoulders right now, and so when I come here to work, man, I hone in on what my job is, and it feels good. But obviously when I go home and stuff too, it's great seeing my family. But
can you take us through last Friday? Like, did you know that was going to be the due date, and how this whole day unfolded for you?
Yeah, that was her due date, which is crazy. But I had no idea. Every single morning I'd wake up, and as if I was going about my day in football, and I was just waiting for Jenna to shoot a text over to our PR people, and they would come and grab me, and then but I woke up that morning, and my wife had her doula over at the house, and they're like, no, this baby's coming today. And I was like, all right. So I called Shanahan and Lombardi, and I was like, guys, I won't be able to make it. I think it's getting real. And so they were like, yeah, no, enjoy it and be there for her. So and then sure enough, our baby came that day. So that's how it went down. It was, I'm trying to think, early in the morning till, and then we had the baby at 2:58 p.m. so 3. So that whole day.
And the name Millie?
Yeah.
Is there a story behind how you named Millie?
Her grandma's name is Ludmilla, but we didn't want to name her that, so we sort of gave her a little nod, so we went with Millie. So yeah.
Brock, it's a joke that receivers always say they're open, and so Ricky Pearsall was talking yesterday, and it was a slow start for him to the season. He said, being targeted, for some implications, he's probably open. But I mean, is there something to that? I mean, did you add to work and develop chemistry and trust with him? I'm not saying he was always open, but until it started to click a little.
Yeah, I mean, there's in our offense and stuff, man. It's usually steps, timing. You're breaking at a certain angle, and Ricky was last year. I feel like he was raw with his talent. Like, he had it, and but he also had to learn like our system, our timing, where I'm throwing the ball, and he's got a lot of shimmy and stuff, which is great. And we need that, specifically against like man coverage and stuff to create separation, and we love that. But I think that there was some times where we had to like learn, like, hey, dude, you can't take a couple more steps and then break out. Like, I need you there now. I need to get this ball out now. And we had a couple of those moments and stuff. And there was times where he took it a little deeper and then broke open. He's like, dude, I was open. I'm like, well, in the timing of the play, like, I need it quicker or whatever. So we had moments like that, and that's part of, getting to the NFL and learning the system, and a quarterback and a receiver talking and getting to know each other. And I feel like it has gotten better for sure over the last year or so. And I think towards the end of the last season, you saw Ricky come out of his shell. He was playing within our system and timing, and so he's going to continue to learn, who he is as a receiver and what his strengths are and stuff. And I'm going to continue to learn with him, and that excites me. So I think we've gotten some pretty good work so far, and we're just going to continue to chip away at it.
You are your first year in the system. You've seen other quarterbacks in their first year in the system. Mac doesn't, at least to us, look like he's in his first year in the system. How do you think he's doing picking up the offense?
Dude, he's doing great. Obviously, like, you can just tell, like, the experience that he has playing in the NFL and understanding football in general. He studies really hard. He goes out there, and I think his footwork, his eyes, everything is very detailed, and just like how Shanahan and Lombardi and Kubiak coach it. And so he's going out there, he's executing consistently, and he's doing a great job, man. So really excited for him.
There's a sequence in practice there. We mostly tagged off like 3 out of 4 snaps on you and run stuff. Does it help you in terms of, because you don't face those guys during the regular season in practice, how does it help you right now in terms of making sure you're up to speed and all those types of things to have a guy like that on the other side?
Yeah, it's huge. Obviously, like, he'll just tap me on the shoulder or whatever, just know, like, to tell me that he was there. But it's good. Getting that kind of pass rush, it's real. If you're at practice dropping back and you're not getting touched or anything, and you're going through your progressions all perfectly, like, to me, it can be scary, because once you get into the game, man, it's 11 on 11. It's going fast. You got blitzes. You got different stunts by the D-line, and they're up in your face. So to have him every single rep and feeling his presence 24/7, honestly, it's great work for all of us, myself included. Like, throwing with a push in the pocket and having to have different arm angles around him, like, it's all real. So for him to give us a look like that, realistically, like, every single play that he's in, it's really good. So I appreciate him for that. But obviously, he's getting really good work, and I want him to be a monster come season for our team. So he's doing just that.
So you never tell him to chill out at all?
Heck no. I don't tell him anything. I tell him, I'm like, I appreciate you working and pushing us, so we need it.
Guerrero hurt his hamstring like right at the beginning of his rookie year and missed a lot of camp. Made his presence felt by the end of the year on the field, but he was always a little behind. What are you seeing from him now as he's stacking practices and what he knows in the passing game and all that kind of thing?
Yeah, I think he's doing a great job, man. Running really hard, hitting the gaps hard. Like, I feel like he understands how we coach, reading the run game and stuff, and how Coach Bobby Turner's, how he coaches and what he expects, and learning from Christian. Like, he's definitely taken another step, and it's evident to all of us if you watch the film. So that's really good. And then in the pass game, obviously, he's got good hands, man. He can get out of the field. He can go up the field and make some big plays over linebackers and safeties, and so all of that put together, he's definitely growing, and he's going to continue to get better. So for all of us to have him, Christian, a good running back room, it's really important.
Robinson and the Gage are making plays for you. It looks like, how nice is it to have a couple veteran receivers that you just know are going to go get it for you?
It's huge. Obviously, with like Jawan, BA out for now, like, it's to have guys that can go in and still show the young guys, like, hey, like, this is how it's done. They're detailed in what they do. They know their assignment, but you throw it out there, man coverage, zone, or whatever, like, they're going to go get it. And tight windows, even if it's like a bang kind of play, having strong hands and tucking the ball, like, right after, like, those are all real things, man. And they show that every single practice. So I'm excited to have them and for them to be an example for the rest of the guys.
Last one, Barry.
One on Jordan, what you were describing with Pearsall, just the precision needed that you're looking for that the offense requires. Where is he, Jordan Watkins, in that sort of process?
Yeah, I think he's got, really good football IQ. He understands the game. You could tell he's played a lot of football in his career with college and everything, and he's smart with that. I think obviously coming into our system, you got to learn same thing like Ricky last year. As a rookie, it's what's the timing? How is Kyle calling this? Where do I have to be within the play? what is my split when I'm run blocking and who am I blocking. Like, there's all these little details that are so important. I mean, you watch Jawan Jennings, Brandon Ayuk, like our receivers block really well in our run game, and that's a huge part of it. And so I think for him, it's like learning all these things, not just the pass game, but our offense, running the ball, blocking, who am I blocking, getting there fast. Those are all things, that's what it takes to play receiver for the 49ers. And so he's learning all of those things. He's shown obviously glimpses and flashes of he can be that kind of guy, which is really exciting. So it's about putting that all together consistently every single day at camp. So.
Thank you, guys.
You're watching me, but you need to be watching Bay Area Sports Wrap. Bay Area Sports Wrap on YouTube. Like and subscribe, and there's a good chance you might get to heaven.